real quick like primrose type flower, or it's just a real quick filler flower, a little 5-petal thing. Again, you've got your fat end, so 103 tip. You've got your fat end towards the center. You're going to set it down right on the center. You're going to squish and then bring it right back up. And you're going to try to do 5 of these. And you want to do it so that you don't have anything open in the center, which I didn't do, but we'll cover it. Okay, it's just a real quick filler flower that when we get to the point of assembling the thing, and then we'll put some little dots and stuff on there. So
let's see that again.
Okay, here we go. You're going to have your tip up, hold it against the thing, squeeze, bring it up, and then come back down, right back again. And then up, squeezing as you go. Turn your little turntable as you go. This is the basic movement that you would use for hibiscus. You put a little stamen on there. It's the same basic flower. It's a 5-petal flower, and it's a really fun, just when you have a lot of leftover icing and you need to do something to do with it, just make some of these. You can put them in the refrigerator and they'll last for quite a while until you need them. So okay, so let's do one more. It's kind of pretty. Again, with the parchment and the little blob in the center. And we're going to go back to our green on the 233. We're going to pipe out a nice, cute little center there. Then we're going to go back to the coral. We're going to use the coral color. That's Dusty Rose. Oh, let's do coral. Silly me. Okay, so here we go. Fat end in again. And this one we're going to do the wiggly thing around the center. So that gives it kind of that cute little wiggle.
Oh.
Get a wiggle when she walks and a wiggle when she talks. A giggle when she talks. How does that song go? I don't know. Okay, so then we're just going to go back and do the same, pretty much the petals here.
Pretty.
But it's pretty with that green,
yeah.
And then the coral. It just really, it pops. Okay, little pop of color. So
excellent.
That's another little fun one there. So, okay, so let's put one last petal on here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take these flowers that we just made, spent so many days making. No, just really. We're going to pop them in the refrigerator or the freezer for about 15 to 20 minutes so that they can firm up and they won't fall apart when we go to put them on the cake. So we'll come back and do that in 15 minutes. Okay, so I'm just going to do a quick little couple more of these little roses and do that. Now, one thing I want to mention, just a little reminder, I don't know if you know this or not, but buttercream does not play well with the heat. It really, really does not like to be out in 95-degree weather sitting out in the sunlight because it will melt. It will end up with pretty little puddles of buttercream everywhere. And I don't know if you know this, but that's one of the reasons that a lot of your American buttercreams have shortening in them. Shortening raises the temperature, the melting point of your icing. So if you think you're going to use a totally 100% buttercream and leave it outside or even in a hot room at 90 to 100 degrees, you're not going to have a happy bride. She's going to have just little puddles of buttercream all over her pretty little cake. So just bear that in mind. Make sure you do find a recipe that's stable. There are some great recipes out there, but most of your stable buttercreams are going to have shortening in them. Yep. And whether it's Crisco or Sweet Tex or Trex or any of those, it's going to have shortening in it. So
yeah, we've got a really great recipe in the recipe section at
oh,
Yummy.
Good.
Yep, really good recipe for buttercream.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of different buttercreams, but let me tell you, the summer weddings, you're better off using a whipped, non-dairy whipped topping like Pastry Pride or Buttercream or one of those, just because it just holds up so much better than just a straight buttercream. So just remember that.